can hear my little gatito. It's because he wants to come outside, but he knows he's not allowed to. Hello everybody, my name is Leslie and welcome to my Booktube channel. So I thought it'd be nice, it'd be cool to start off my Booktube channel with the Booktube Newbie tag. I don't know if people are still doing this, but I thought it'd be a fun way to introduce myself. So, question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? Well, I started this channel because I've always loved reading, and there just aren't enough people in my life that are reading as much as me and also the same books as me. And I love to give my opinion. I also love to talk to people about things that I love. And so I'm hoping that through this channel, I will find other people who read similar books to me and that I can talk to people about these books. And so, yeah. So why did I start this channel? For community and also to give my opinion. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Myself, I think I'm fun. I think I'm unique. I'm also similar to other people, but because I am me, I am unique. Okay? Some fun facts about me. I'm young. I'm youthful. I'm Mexican American. I'm trans. I'm LGBTQIA plus. So that's what's fun and unique about me. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm really excited to find other people that read the same books as me and for people to recommend me books. And I'm excited to talk about books and to talk about the books that I'm reading because I've been dying to talk about the books that I've been reading. So thank you for being here to hear me talk about the books that I'm reading. Bruh, my cat is literally, he's on the counter eating chips. He's not supposed to be. I'll be back. Oh, that's embarrassing. He's in the litter, guys. He's not eating a bag of chips. Why do you love reading? Well, I've always loved reading. It's always been a great escape for me. It's always been something I found so cool and fun to be able to read words, and then the words put a picture in your mind, and just like words, individual words that are put together with other words just make you feel so many things and like present so many messages and themes, and it's just so cool. And I love reading, and I love the way a book makes you feel. I love reading a book and you're like kicking your feet like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Or you're reading a book and then you want to throw it across the room and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. So I just love the way the books make you feel. I love that books can make you feel things. That's why I love reading. I love to feel things. Wow, that's kind of deep. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Well, I feel like I can't think of like, I'm really bad at remembering like my childhood. I would say like in middle school, everyone was obsessed with the Goosebumps books. Like on library day, once we were in the library, everyone was booking it for the Goosebumps books. So to get your hands on one of those was like, you're winning. You're winning at life. So I'd say Goosebumps. There was a series in middle school that my friends and I read called the Fallen Star series. That was a good series. I never finished it, but I think I read like the first 3, and they were pretty fun, pretty entertaining. So I recommend reading that just for funsies. Nothing, thought-provoking or anything like that, but just a fun time. I don't know, man. There were a couple graphic novels that I read that I thought were awesome. Captain Underpants, the Amulet series. I read like a couple of those, but there's like a bunch more now. So I honestly should reread those and finish the series. Geronimo Stilton. I could go on forever. There was a lot of books that I read, but what got me into reading, I have no idea. I think what got me into reading was the fact that I could read and not do chores and not get in trouble because I was reading. Okay, I'm feeding my mind. How can you get mad at me for feeding my mind, right? Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I have no idea. Okay, I'm not sure I have a favorite booktuber. I have booktubers that I enjoy watching. So I guess I would ask you, what book do you think I should read? Yeah, what book do you think I should read? Okay, I live in Chicago, so a lot of city noise. If you hear that ambulance right now, I'm so sorry. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I want this channel to be like, hey, these are the books I'm reading. This is what I think about them. What are some books you think I should read? But I don't want it to become, I don't know. I want this to be a fun thing. I don't want this to be a thing where I have to be like thinking about like what's going to get me the most views, what's going to get me the most engagement. So yeah, that's going to be a challenge to be like, yo, the views and all that don't matter. Okay, you're doing this for funsies. So I just gotta remind myself that this is for fun. This is for fun. Number 8, when did you start reading? I feel like I answered this already, but I started reading like pretty young. I don't even know what. Whoa, that's a giant bird. Okay, guys, is this a bad? Is that a crow? Is this like a bad omen or something? Anyway, when did I start reading? I started reading at a pretty young age. Obviously, duh, everyone started reading at a pretty young age. Everyone learns how to read in like freaking kindergarten. But when did I was like, I'm a reader? Also a pretty young age. Like I said, I've always loved to read. I just thought it was a fun way to go into another world and escape my world. So I don't even know, man. Young. 8? I don't know. 9. Where do you read? I feel like a lot of my reading is done on my commutes to and from work. I take public transportation right now. So a lot of it is done on the bus and the train when I'm going to work and on the way home. I read at home. I don't know, this is asking me like, do you have a book nook? Not really. I read where I want and where I can and whatever feels comfortable at the time. I read everywhere, man. I read everywhere. Number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? Okay, well, I love fantasy. I recently remembered that I do like apocalyptic type books, like zombies and plagues and all that. I like fiction. What's the lit fic? I tried to get into it, but I just felt like I kept trying to read these lit fic books, trying to find a book that would make me cry because I just wanted to cry, and none of it did it for me. Maybe I had too high expectations, and also I just felt like I wasn't like smart enough to like understand what these books were saying and stuff. So I stopped trying to force myself to get into that. I think maybe I need to read more lit fic books that I can relate to more. So I don't know, drop some recommendations. Number 11, our last question. What does your book collection look like? It's not very big. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of books in my parents' basement that are sitting in a box, but as far as like my current collection in my current place, it's not very big. And I honestly prefer reading ebooks. So I have a Kindle that I was gifted for Christmas last year, and I read a lot on there. And I also borrow most of the books from the library. I use Libby and Hoopla. So it's not a big collection, but I'd say 90% of my books on my Kindle, 95% are Libby books. So they're not even there because I have to return them, obviously. So yeah, I read mostly ebooks. So it's not the biggest collection. Sometimes I'll buy a book just because I'm like, I'm gonna read it. But then low-key, I'm like, I'd rather read it as an ebook. So I'm struggling with that because they are beautiful and I love books. But yeah, I don't buy them often, like physical books. And I don't buy ebooks that often either. I'm like, shit, I'd rather wait. I'm not going to friggin' pay money if I can get it for free, you know? That's all the questions. Thank you so much for joining me today. I feel like there was a lot that I didn't include that I wanted to include in my answers, but that's okay. You'll just have to keep watching and get to know me more and the books I read more and my thoughts more. But yeah, this is literally like my 3rd or 4th time filming this because every time there was an issue, there was like audio issue, then it was too dark and all these things. And so I think this is finally the take. I think this is finally the one that is going to go up on YouTube. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking. I did participate in Sapphic September, so I'm hoping to film the books I read for that soon, so we'll be on the lookout for that. Once again, thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you soon. Please feel free to comment about yourself and what books you like, and if you would recommend me any books based off of what I talked about today, or if you're new to Booktube too, or I don't know, man, just comment if you want. Okay, that's it. I feel like it's too soon to say I love dude, so I'm just gonna say bye. Bye.